What is going on, y'all? Welcome back, welcome back. Took a couple days off from streaming the work in progress Madden sliders, but we are back, man, and we have had some updates being worked on and tested behind the scenes by myself and others in the Discord. And making progress, man. But with progress comes new rabbit holes and going down new avenues and discovering new things that impact the gameplay, which is ultimately a good thing, but can also cause it to take longer because you find something. Yo, what's up, Jordan? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I see you've been talking to Discord too, man. Appreciate you being active in there. What's crazy is when you stumble upon something that has a really positive impact in the gameplay, it can lead you to, okay, well, this is really good positive impact in the gameplay, but we need to create a balance issue there. Like, for example, kind of stumbled upon something that has had a really positive effect in blocking. However, when you have a good impact in blocking, it can have trickle-down effects that impact other aspects, and so sometimes you have to balance it out. So what we're going to do, y'all, we're going to do some testing live on stream with you guys, let you guys kind of see how I operate, how I build sliders. You can kind of see the time and effort that it takes and why I reach out to so many people and have the members program for people to test and give feedback. And what we're going to do is I started a new franchise. This is just to test what we're working on, right? And I just picked the Giants just for fun. Really, no real rhyme or reason to, but I was thinking mostly about their schedule, and I was like, there are a couple good teams on there that we could test out against. And so what we're going to do is we're going to play some games defense only, because the issue with the sliders is not, it's not on the user side of things, right? It's the CPU. Either we need the CPU to run the ball more, or they run the ball but they're not getting good yards per carry. Or they're running the ball, they're getting good yards per carry, but the quarterbacks are dinking and dunking and with a high completion percentage. If they're not completion percentage, they're taking a shit ton of sacks because they won't get rid of the football. So there's a whole bunch of various factors that dial in for the CPU before we even look at it with the user. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, when you have something operating correctly for the CPU, it's correct for the user too. So we're going to play these games defense only, and we have made a change to that, Jordan, by the way. We have made a change to that. Let me see if you notice anything. It's still, of course, work in progress. But we're going to play some defense only, you guys. And this is for you guys. I want you to tell me we're going to, like, just as a collective group, we're going to watch how the CPU operates. And we're just going to get through a couple games. And we're going to make changes as we get through these games. We're going to have you guys give input on pass blocking, pass rush, run blocking. If the CPU is running the football, but they're not getting good yards per carry, they're getting 1 or 2 yards per carry. This is where you guys spam in the comments. Why? What are you seeing that's happening? Are they not holding their blocks long enough? Are the linebackers jumping to the ball? Like, what is impacting these things happening? Then we're going to make changes, and because we're just going to do defense only, we're going to be able to get through several games on this stream. So I really hope you guys kind of hang out with me, follow the process for this, enjoy it. Don't just dip out because I'm not playing. This is not my real franchise. I don't really want to play. This is just for testing. So I'm not going to show any sliders at the start of this because I don't want there to be any bias in what is being tested. I want you guys to have an open mind. You don't know what's being there. When we go in and make changes, of course, then I'll reveal everything. I'll show because we're making changes. But for the moment, we're just going to go in with an open mind, and you tell me you see things, and then we'll go from there. So we will show sliders off, and at the end of the stream, I will drop the sliders for all those who are here to test and provide feedback. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. I should probably do the weekly strategy real quick. With that being said, let's dive right in. Also, please let me know if my stream starts to glitch or lag or you can't hear me, please tell me. I don't know this. I just need to refresh my light stream tab and it just like reconnects and then everything is good. So please tell me if my audio starts to act up at all. Okay, buddy, hold on. Hold on, my dog's wanting to go outside. Give me 1 second. Yo, Big Papa. Shout out to Big Papa. He's been working hard, testing away. Do you have any feedback for me, by the way? Michael Adams, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. We are going to dive in, man. I'm excited. Big Papa, I had to run out of town for work today, and I was talking to Big Papa the whole time, though, testing some things, checking out some ideas. Made some progress thanks to him. 70s born, 90s swag, Skull. What's up, man? You're a Vikings fan? Are you from Minnesota? Alright, let's dive in. Play. Let's see how they operate with Aaron Jones and Cammy. What do you think, Big Papa? On or off for NFL launch playbooks? Let's do... What do you think? I know you tested both today. I have only tested it off. Kavanta Taylor. So right now, we're testing All-Pro. But the way we build sliders here, I haven't seen your name before, so it might be new. They can be transferable. You'll see. If you stick around, you'll see. Off. Okay. If you stick around, the way we do sliders, you will be able to, if you plays on All Pro and they don't work, you'll be able to just switch it to All Madden without any other changes. And I'm trying 40 for the RTP, Big Papa, as well. I'm very curious on that. That actually came from Colt 45, working on College Football 25 sliders. He was testing that out because over in that game, the big issue over there has been quarterbacks taking sacks because they're not getting rid of the football. They have time to get rid of the football, but they're not getting rid of the football. And that's what we have in Madden 2. We want to clean that up. Have them get rid of the football. We don't want to nerf the pass rush, right, to the point that you don't get pressure. And we're just going to... We only ran 4. We didn't blitz anybody. We only had 4 guys go. But they're still pushing the line here. So this is the big thing I want to point out. He had some time. But they have 6 protecting versus 4. So they had a 6 versus 4. So the fact that we didn't get home here doesn't bother me. The big thing I want to point out is there's no stonewalling. So although the defensive line gets blocked up, you can see from this point of view, Dexter Lawrence, Watts, whoever number 94 is, Brian Burns, they're going to get push. They're driving into the pocket. That's what we want. If there's not a win, if there's not a pass shed or a block shed, which we don't need all the time, we at least want to collapse the pocket naturally. And that's what this new setting has really allowed. So we created pressure without having a block shed. Just want to throw that out there. Michael Adams, sliders work great on All Madden. Yo, and they're not even done yet, fam. I'm really trying to... There's a run. That's what we like. Really trying to perfect this. Like, I don't want to drop a set if I know there's something that's really off about it. And I really want to try to get the run-pass ratios. But especially because I feel like for a majority of the teams, there's a way to do it. There might be a couple problem teams out there. Chiefs are a problem team. For whatever reason, the Ravens can be. They're like... they're really in. That's all the nickel we have? Yuck. Ravens are sometimes a problem team, other times they run the ball great. 49ers are sometimes a problem team, other times they run the ball great. Chiefs have been challenging. But they ran the ball 2 times right there. And then they hit us a play action. Got it blocked up. And they hit a big play. So they ran the ball 2 times successfully, hit a play action. Fixing play action blocking has been key. You just had your first game where the CP could run on you? Yeah, man. And as long as these hold up, I have anything in the members section on YouTube. And I haven't done streams in 2 days. Just been kind of working with Big Papa and other scenes, really, because we're testing so much stuff, right? And quickly changing that it was just like impossible to upload something. But I don't know if you guys noticed. This is something that's really good too. We all know play action. A lot of sacks come on play action. Yo, Kavanta, I actually have a CPU versus CPU set out. Use it for the SGN Madden League. Now I am working on updates for it. I have someone testing the updates in CPU versus CPU. Some of the changes that I've made here. So we should have an update to CPU versus CPU very soon. I want to point out, one of the times that sacks happen for both the user and CPU is on play action. So this new blocking change, again, we haven't touched the blocking gameplay slider. That's still at 50. So this new discovery for blocking has allowed play action, right? Look at how clean it is. Still guys pushing, but we had a clean pocket off of play action, which is, this is honestly similar to what you see in today's NFL. You hit play action, drop back, and then you hit him deep. So I just want to highlight some of the improvements to the blocking. I don't know if we're going to still need changes for quarterback play. And they're running the ball very successfully right now, which I like. I'm a big fan of that. But highlight the pass blocking when we can. Highlight everything good when we can. Boom. Well, they're running the football, y'all. Vikings are at least running the football, so now we're just gonna play this game defense only. It won't take us that long to get through. Now we're gonna have to start calling plays to take away the pass. Excuse me, take away the run. Try to shut that down so they throw the ball, which is what we want, right? Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison. Let's get the Vikings to throw the ball. But the way they're running the ball down our throats, you know. And this is with no, I mean, you guys saw no playbook changes. Nothing. Nothing to cheat the system. I think that's important. Brian 15 yards on you, and you won 19-14. That's a good old game right there. A defense. Yeah, they are running the ball a lot right now. And I mean, we're starting to slow them down a little bit, but they're getting the first, so, you know, extending the drives. 19-14. That's good, man. We don't want all these games. They're just getting holes, man. I'm going to have to start blitzing. He's got 4 for 28. This is like challenging. Like, what do I got to do to stop the run here? All right, load the box. They are running it down our throats. And we're going to lose Brian Burns for a little bit. I hope this is a sight for sore eyes for some of y'all. Because this is what we've been needing. There we go. We're going to have to start bringing some pressure. Big Papa, you loving it? I'm testing the same thing as you, Big Papa, right? With the LB change. I got that going on in this game too. And the only thing I have that you don't is, I think, the RTP. There we go. I dropped it down to 40 like we talked about. Otherwise, it's all the updates you sent me. One other change. The cornerback auto subs, I wanted to try one tiny thing. Ooh, look, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because he tried to escape. But that's Sam Darnold. He ain't running away from anybody. And we see, man, sometimes teams, they ran 4 verts, unfortunately. 4 verts in this game, I don't know what it is. Madden devs just love to have teams run 4 verts. And, I mean, that's tough because it's not open. But it might have been open had he had a little bit more time. But we blitzed, right? And who's that right up here? 96 wins. I don't know these players, so sorry, y'all. Speed threshold's at 95. Devonta. We get pressure, right? And that's not even a block shed, y'all. A bull rush pressure. And he look at this is good quarterback awareness. I'm fine with this sack. He tries to escape. He rolls out. But he is not escaping a linebacker. I mean, he's just not. So maybe other quarterbacks, you know. So that's a good defense. All right, third possession in the first quarter. Need the Giants' offense to do something. Oh, there goes Cam Akers. To eat up some more time because they haven't been eating any time. I forgot to post the stream on X real quick. I need to do that. Good play action, good block. I like the play. That's a very Sam Darnold play. It's a safe play, and I'm fine with it. Alright, sorry y'all. I had to post that. There we go. We're starting to focus in on the run a little bit, which we need to do because they've been running it right down our throats. 3rd and 7. We're gonna blitz, y'all. Like I said, the goal is here. They've been running it so much so successfully. We need to try to get them to be in passing situations. Pressure got home. I'm actually out here like our offense just held. That's what I was. It won't take that long. This is now their 4th possession of the game. But Jordan, yeah, dude, it felt rewarding stopping the run because they have been having success, and they have been sticking with it. Big Papa, the change I made was cornerback. I went 40-10. 40-10. Just to see a little bit. There we go. He's still 10 for 45, man. And Aaron Jones was cooking before he got hurt. We got 39. We're gonna run dime. Just because we know they're gonna pass. It's glitching a little. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me that should fix it. And I got to run the 44, man. I got to run a 44 because they've been running the ball so well. 2nd and 10. There we go. They're still 11 for 45. Did that help the glitch, Jordan? Oh, no. Tackle. Man, we should have had him. Should have had him stopped. All right, cool. Reason. All I have to do is refresh my Lightstream tab and then the glitching goes away. I don't know why it comes up anyway. I mean, that's just super weird to me. We're going to start running some... I can't do shells here. We can go shells here. And a deep ball to Justin Jefferson. There we go. So you're seeing him, and that the pressure was coming, man. But he takes a deep shot. So overall, we're seeing pretty good quarterback play. We do have 2 sacks, but I felt like both of them were realistic. And 2 sacks and a half. I mean, so if we maintain it, that's on pace for 4. I can live with 4 sacks a game. And you know you're not going to get 4 sacks every game. You're not going to always have a guy like Dexter Lawrence in your defensive line. And you're also not going to be always playing against a guy like Sam Darnold. We did not change any quarterback traits for this either. I don't want to change quarterback traits because then that kind of manipulates the findings, right? We know that quarterback traits definitely help and can be needed or required at times, but right now we're not touching them. We just want to see how this can play without doing that. There we go. He escaped. I love the pressure, the sense pressure, like the way they're avoiding. He waited a little bit longer, I will say. Oh my God, are we going to get our 3rd sack right after I said 2 wasn't bad for a half? But we rushed 4, and it was the linebacker coming through that got through. They double-teamed Dexter Lawrence, which I like that. The linebackers who got through, and right here, he navigates away. Luckily, Cam Akers went and helped pick up the block, and he realizes he ain't getting away, and rightfully so. That's a tough throw. It's an off-target throw. Not much to not like about that play. I feel like it's cheating if I play as Dexter Lawrence. So oh. Alright, Jordan, we'll be here. And then for 4 verts, man. Again, how many times are they going to call 4 verts? EA, bro. Remove 4 verts from your game. It causes problems. Alrighty. Into the second half we go. Hey, running the football. I still like it. They're still running the football, man. Another 4 yards with Cam Akers. The fact that they lost Aaron Jones is not deterring them one bit. $13 for 51. We're going to man up here. Oh, some mods. Yeah, if you're on PC, dude, the things you can do on PC, it's just, it makes you wonder why the devs just don't do it, right? Like Sabo's mod. I mean, just the snow games that they do. That's a holding penalty, so we're going to get a holding penalty, bringing things back. Interesting that they got a 1st and 19, and they're going with a 2 wide receiver set. Was it 21 personnel? Oh, look at that blocking. I like that. It was only a 4-yard gain, but that was really nice blocking. Yeah, dude, my PC is not powerful enough to run Madden on PC. If I ever am able to get in a position to upgrade my PC to where I could, best believe I would be getting Madden on both versions. Can't really make sliders for people if you're using mods, right? Because they don't have access to that, and we know that Sable's mod impacts gameplay. So I'd have it just for a separate version just to play with like the good defense on the screen for the way they impact the weather effects and all the other stuff they can do underneath the hood. I don't care about all the jerseys and stuff they do. I mean, kind of irrelevant to me. But all the other stuff they do is really, really cool. But I wouldn't be able to make my content creation for it. That would just be something for me to play personally, stream, you know, whatever. Yeah, he's got 4.4 yards per carry. I will take that from the CPU all day long, man. Coach, what are you thinking, Coach? What do we think? They're going to run here, yeah? We'll man up. We'll man up for a run. Anticipate a run. Play action. That's a perfect play call. Right. What are some of your favorite mods, Cavante? Yo, what's up, Ron? How are you doing, bud? I don't pay attention to too many of the mods, other than I love the snow mods, because I love snow games, and I wish we would have even snow games from like the first Madden 25, you know, or Madden 15. Like, I loved how snow games looked on the Ignite engine. And although they did change up snow games this year for the first time in 8 years, it's still not very good. Oof. They're running it. Running it, running it, running it. Good, man. I'm glad you're doing well, Ron. Outside stretch. That's a touchdown. We're stopping them right here. God, they had that blocked up so well. I mean, I'm literally trying to stop them running the football, y'all, and I'm getting demolished. I love it. Oh, you almost threw a pick. Okay. Well, if you ever do, Cavante, definitely please let me know what you end up rolling with. Good defense in the red zone, man. Good defense in the red zone. So far, we're only one game in. Yeah, I'm working on new sliders, man. Trying to, anyway. I like the quarterback play right now. What I'm seeing from Sam Darnold. He's playing how he has been in real life. Taking what the defense gives him. Hasn't really had any risky throws. There's a touchdown. He took a deep shot when it was there. Word Traveler. After the last patch, it definitely changed up gameplay for sure. And it made the gameplay much worse on the old slider set that I was on. But ultimately, with where we're at now, upgrading the sliders, I feel like the gameplay is better. Ultimately. But if you haven't touched anything, I totally understand your perspective. Totally understand your perspective. If you're trying to play like on an old slider set from before the patch that was playing well and you're enjoying it, yeah, gameplay messed that up. But once we get these new sliders like dialed in, better. Play action. Oh, pick it off. They do not have a lot of nickel plays. Holy smokes, man. They have three sets and not a lot of sets in any of them. It's been tough playing defense as the Giants. Wide open, Justin Jefferson, as expected. Yo, Cavante, they feel solid so far. We're gonna run. We're not gonna base it off of one game though, right? We're gonna run a couple pressure. Got him. Blitz straight up the middle. Blitz straight up the middle, and they didn't have anything quick there. Let's just take a look. They had two deep routes, and then they had the little flat. But when you look at how the pressure came through, look at he comes through unblocked, and there's nowhere for him to go with this football. I mean, he maybe could have quickly got it to T.J. Hawkinson, maybe, but I also like that it wasn't Robo, right? The fact that he doesn't get this off to T.J. Hawkinson, because there is a defender screaming right for him, because we're in man, and Cam Akers has a guy right here. So the fact that he just doesn't instantly do that doesn't bother me here. He didn't really have anyone open yet, and a guy came untouched. So I'm fine with it. We haven't had any of the sacks that are really the standout ones that are like, oh, that's bad, that's bad. Like, we've had 4 sacks, and all 4 have been like, yo, those are legit, like, sacks. There's nothing you'd be really upset about as the reason why those sacks occurred. And if that's how we're having sacks, then I'm fine with it. But y'all know me. When the sacks are happening because of stupid crap, I call it out. Good coverage downfield. He checks it down to Cam. Alright, we might not play. Probably have one more. And I'm assuming they'll be passing, depending on how long our team has the ball on offense. Yeah, bro, the old ones are trash, man. That is why I've been for over a week now. So let me tell you, World Traveler. I built new College Football 25 sliders, and I was addicted, and I was playing the hell out of that game. And the only reason I stopped sliders for this, and I had the sliders 95% completed to get the gameplay similar to what we had in College Football 25, that patch dropped. I was literally going to drop the new slider video that Tuesday night. I was going to make it and drop it for members. They dropped the patch. I think it was a Tuesday. and it broke everything that I had been doing. And so for a week now, been playing the hell out of this, trying to from the ground up. Get rid of it. All right, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. I wish he would have thrown the ball away. That's the one thing I didn't check, is if he has the throw ball away trait on. I probably should have. We'll check after the game. He didn't throw the ball away. I feel like he could have. That's a bad one. Let's see what happened here. He didn't really have anywhere to go with this football, to be fair. I mean, he could have swung it out over there. That's a tough throw. But sitting right here, you know, you're throwing it into coverage at this point, which I wish. I mean, he could have thrown it to Justin Jefferson. He could have swung over and flung it over there. But if you look at where he's looking, middle of the field, he doesn't have anyone open. But if he steps up through this hole, he's running forward, he's going to pick up 5-6 yards. Because this dude's going to get blocked by 74. Everyone else is jammed up. The first person that's going to get to him is this linebacker right here. So I wish he would have stepped up. That's the one thing Sam Darnold has not done this game. Ron? That's a great question, buddy. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you there. He hasn't scrambled on us yet. He hasn't taken off and scrambled yet. Would like to see that. We're going to check and see. I would bet passer, and I think it's 50-50 on the ball trait turned on or off, but I'd like to see him take off and scramble there. And yeah, I haven't seen him scramble yet this game. And if he's set to pocket, he won't scramble. And that's going to impact a little bit. We're on dime. And we'll just drop cover 4. Jordan, you didn't miss anything, bro. Just some overall. Had a bad sack on Sam Darnold where he could have made a play or two, didn't. I think the reason he didn't is going to be tied to a trait, which we'll find out after the game. We're going to speculate and find out. That is one thing I'll probably mandate, and I'll make sure going forward when we play these next games here, that all quarterbacks are at least a balanced play type and have... Ooh, good catch. And have throw ball away trait turned on. Coverage has been good. He's just been getting his little passes underneath. I'd like to see him go deep a little bit more. Off-target throw. We'll take it. So we are getting some off-target throws sprinkled in. Ooh, the 4th and 3. We got a man up. A little pressure. We'll protect the sticks. Oh. What a throw. What a catch. There he tucks to run it. That's a bad sack. There he tucks to run it. So he has TJ Hawkinson wide open here. Get rid of the football. So we had 2 bad ones, y'all. So that's one thing we're going to work on. We're going to work on that for the next game. 2 bad ones. 4 were good. 2 were really, really bad. You always feel like the CPU throws for too many passing yards. How many is too many, though? Part of the reason they throw for too many passing yards is they're not running the ball. Oh my, gonna lose on that? Wow. I'm okay with it. The Giants should have won this game. Let's take a look at the stats. So Darnold had 325, 80% completion percentage. Little high in the completion percentage. But let's see here. They ran it 20 times. Now, they didn't run it in the fourth quarter because they were down, which is unfortunate. But they still ran it 20 times. And they averaged 5 yards per carry. So I'm pretty content with the run-pass ratio. I like the yards per pass. The yards per pass is really good here. What I would prefer is that to be more like 24 to 25 out of 34 instead of 27 to 34, which, I mean, we do see quarterbacks throw for that amount of yards, or that completion percentage, right? He did have some off-target throws. Would like to see him throw down the field a little bit more, and I have an idea as to how to do that, and we're going to try that for our next game. So I liked everything about this game, other than a couple bad quarterback sacks, which we're going to try something, and then the completion percentage, which we'll try something. Even then, that's not unrealistic. 79%. There's been several quarterbacks do that this year, and of course he only has 325 because of the touchdown at the very, very end where I wasn't paying. Yeah, it's 44-yard touchdown pass. You know, I'll point out that with me playing defense, they went on a 9-minute drive. Did y'all notice that? They went on a 9-minute, 20-second drive. And they went on a 9-minute. Am I reading that right, or is that how much time was left? I might be reading that wrong. Yeah, this is the time left in the quarter. My fault. Never mind. I'm an idiot. It's glitching, by the way. God dang it, Lightstream. Alright. That should fix it. Thank you for letting me know. We're going to check one other thing here. This has been big. We're going to go to the Giants. We're going to go to tackles. Middle linebacker is getting the tackles. Middle linebacker. Corner's up there, but he's not the number one. We have linebackers being number one. That's big. Then if we go to the Vikings, Aaron Jones got hurt, but he had 2 carries for 14, and Cam Akers was 17 for 84, 4.9. You can't improve CPU clock management, bro. That's a game coding thing. Alright, let's make a couple changes. And try our next game, whoever that's against. Alright, the first change is... We're going to try this at 35. Apparently this helps the quarterback sense the pressure, lowering that. And then we are going to go do cornerback auto subs. I was experimenting with it at 10. I think I want to do I think it was a little too tight. We'll do that. I think it was a little too tight. And that's why he wasn't getting rid of the ball a little bit. And he was checking down a lot. We're going to play a couple more. I will show the sliders, y'all, but I want to get through a couple games because if we're making changes, you know, because if I show them right now and then we go to the commanders and I'm like, oh, we need to make another change, then you don't have that change. So we're just going to show them at the end where we're leaving it to go forward for y'all to test and give feedback. All right, let's just do our weekly strategy, and we'll hop into this game. We got Brian Robinson. We're going to hope that they run the ball. Oh, we forgot to do this too. I'm gonna check. We gotta check the quarterback. We gotta see what Sam Darnold's traits were, and we're gonna check on Jaden Daniels too. Let's do that real quick. I almost forgot. This is important. Go here, NFL roster. So let's go to the Vikings first. Let's check out his traits. So he does have throw ball away on, which is good. His sense pressure was paranoid, which is good, but he still took some really, really bad sacks. And what's really interesting is he's on balanced quarterback play style. So all of my thoughts that I had that I was speculating, I was incorrect on. So that means we still definitely have some work to do because it's not his sense pressure trait. That's on paranoid. He's getting rid of the football. That would explain why he's also dinking and dunking a little bit. Trigger happy is one step up where he's going to hold it a little bit longer. But everything here should dictate. He should have scrambled on us. He only tried one time, but he was getting sacked. We'll discard changes. We didn't make any. Let's go to Jaden Daniels. So that means we're still just got to just make some changes, right? Figure some stuff out with the quarterback. We don't want to have 6 sacks every game. So, okay, here we go. We're going to have a little bit of an issue here. Throw ball away. That needs to be turned on, yes. I'm going to turn him over to scrambling because he does run the ball a lot. And we just saw... And honestly, Sam Darnold... My rule of thumb for quarterback style is this. If they're a pocket, you switch them to balanced. If they're balanced, you switch them to scrambling. If you're scrambling, you do nothing. And then we're not touching anything else other than we are going to have throw ball away turned on. Every quarterback throws the ball away. Let me read you. Passes over the middle are open a lot, and when you are down by the end zone, yeah, you know, open over the middle passes are one of those things like you need the linebackers to cover the ball well, and it's tricky because you want to have the linebackers cover the ball well, but also be aggressive in the run game, right? That's why I say it's a balancing. It's all about balance. Let's go ahead and fire up this game. And let's continue to move forward with the testing of the run-pass ratios and the quarterback play. The big hurdle the first game, we had great run-pass ratio, and the CPU was able to run the ball. So if that maintains, we're like, okay, run. Then it comes down to the quarterback play. If you had everything that game we had the Vikings just had on repeat, other than he took 2 less sacks, you just get rid of those 2 bad sacks he had at the end, I'm perfectly content. I didn't make those changes I just made going into this video. Or this game, excuse me. What set are you on, Mike? All right. Get our first chance. To see Jaden Daniels in action. Overall, it's been fun, but I really do hate when a guy is covering someone and then he just stops covering them and leaves them open. I remember it's just a video game. You know, I feel you on that. There he goes. So that's one thing that we didn't get from Sam Darnold last game. And having a quarterback do that lowers the sacks. And he went up the middle. He didn't scramble to the outside. I think that's important to notice there too. I like the play call. He goes up the middle. I like the play call, and I like how he played it. Oh, read option. That's a run play. That's a run play. So the scramble from him obviously was a pass play that he rushed, but that's an actual run play. So we'll say they've already ran the ball one time. It's going to show 2 on the stat sheet, but really it's just 1. And then there's a run. So they're really 2 for 2 right now. 2 passes, 2 runs. The most realistic games are always against the Commanders. Is that because of their playbook? He's taking it down. Why didn't he get rid of the ball? So are we gonna have to monitor? Is pass coverage an issue? And the thing is, we want it tight so that there's incomplete passes contested, but we don't want it to maybe be too good. He has his running back wide open in the flat. Wide open in the flat. I mean, yeah, everything else downfield is covered. There, he has nowhere to go with that football. But he does have him wide open. The closest guy is 15 yards away from him. Don't like that. Don't like that. Getting good run pass ratio, getting good yards per carry. They run a play action. Why do they run a play action on that? That's just both guys win their. I'm Dexter Lawrence. I win right away, but the other guy, other defense tackle, won right away too. Although he gets picked up, it's me that sacks him. But he still had nowhere to go with this. And so what I was wondering is if coverage is a little too good. So the reason I had time, when they throw it, you get contested throws, right? So pickups, things like that to help with the completion percentage. But if the coverage is so good that they're not throwing the football into coverage, you know what I mean? Because it's so good, and then they're going to take sacks instead. You know what I mean? So we might have to evaluate that. Which is fine. That's what we're doing these for. You know what I mean? So I'm on 25. I'm on 30-15 Big Papa. So it should almost be worse coverage than what you're on. Worse. How many sacks were you getting, bro? I was hoping you were still in here. So I wanted to ask you, what have you been seeing with the sacks? Like, you've seen me. I had 6 sacks against the Giants. 4 of them were realistic. 2 of them not so much. We've already got 2 here. Both of them were horrible. And we're going to get another one. Just not getting rid of the football. And let's take a look. Is it the coverage, though? Is it the coverage? Do stuff like this, it's going to mess up. This is going to mess up their run-pass ratio. Because if they try to, and they're getting sacked, you're only getting 3 to 4. We've already got 3 this game. Thing is, he has an open. Here's what's interesting. Right here. Wide open receiver right here. But if you're reading, I mean, is that McLaurin? No. Zacchaeus? That's wide open on a corner route. That's wide open. And look, he has the time. I mean, look, you can see right here. He has the time to drop this in. The other DB is going with the wide receiver. That's a dropped in a bucket, 30-yard pass play. Doesn't throw it to him. And that's going to mess up the run-pass ratio. If they pass the ball and you get a sack, and all they have will throw the ball the next 2 times. So that messes up our run-pass ratio. Got what, 3 sacks? I feel like what I did made it worse. His decision-making is conservative, but that shouldn't impact throwing to wide-open receivers. That should impact throwing into coverage. I totally hear you. If there was a guy, if nobody was open, and that happened, okay, that would make sense. Glitching? God dang it, light stream. But conservative play style shouldn't have an impact on throwing to wide open wide receivers. Can't be 100-100, fam. That's impossible. It's at 100-0 right now. The higher is the more undisciplined. It's supposed to create them to get rid of the football and throw into coverage and things like that. Well, they're running the ball well. So it's 2 games in, we can say 2 things. They're running the ball, and they're effective at it. Is it going to be overly powerful for the user too? I won't know until I got to figure out the quarterback part. So that's it now. Now we're just left with the sacks. Quarterback sacks. I mean, that's a good throw. He's going to make that throw, but he couldn't throw it to the wide open post corner. You know what I mean? Conservative, you can be conservative archetype all you want. He just let this thing rip into cover. Look at this. He just let this thing rip over a linebacker's head with a safety behind him. I love this play. I love that. My issue is, where the hell was this the first quarter when I was getting all those sacks? Where the hell is this when you had wide open people? Like, he just sits back there and lets that rip, throws it high. I love that. System delete? You mean profile delete? Honestly, shouldn't be needed. Ooh. See, now he's starting to play like I wanted to. He's getting rid of the ball. He's throwing it into contests. I don't know. He's not taking sacks, and he's throwing it. There's a good run. Oh, no. How did he break out of that? It is Trey. It is turned on. It was. I mean, that's what we had the other day. Crazy, but crazier on. But we're liking 100-0. Big Papa, what are you saying? Feels? What are you referring to, fam? Feels like sometimes take a quarter to get it going. You mean the change, right? So like, it wouldn't take every single game. See, now he's playing how I thought he might with those changes. Throwing on the run. Getting rid of the ball. This is how I thought he was going to play. It just didn't happen that whole first quarter. He's looking like a completely different quarterback right now, is he not, y'all? Second quarter, oh my God. Second quarter, Jaden Daniels looks like a completely different quarterback than first quarter Jaden Daniels. Yes or no? So, spam W or yes or no in the chat. Let me know if I'm tripping. Look at that. Okay. I didn't switch to the end because I wanted to see how he did it on his own, right? So normally, of course, I'm playing, if you guys didn't know, I'm playing number 95 in this particular play. And I don't have a no-switch rule. So I'm playing here. When he goes, I could have easily switched to right here to sack him. But I wanted to see if he was going to run into the sack. And it was nice to see him run away and then circle up. I like that. It ended up not being a sack. We ended up getting positive yardage. Now they're going to run this football right down our throat and score a touchdown. Third and 1. They're going to go for it if they don't get it here. If there was any question and doubt. I love the way the CPU is running the ball. I love that they're having success with it. My only concern, Big Papa, I'm talking to you, bro, because you're the one who's got what we got right now. The only one. And I don't know if you're still testing or if you're just tuned in, hanging out with me. But my only worry then is, okay, if the CPU's running like this, is the user going to be able to run like that too? Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Look at pressure. The pocket's getting pushed in. Look at this. Stands in throws into coverage. Number 19 made a whole. Isaiah Simmons. Yes. Don't put Isaiah Simmons in. God dang it. No wonder the Giants are awful. They got Isaiah Simmons playing coverage. Should be stopping the ball carrier. There we go. Got a tackle for a loss. 6 for 27. So he's at 4.5 yards a carry. We got him twice. All right, coach. I hate the Giants' defensive playbook. I could never run with the Giants and use their actual playbook. There's nothing to it. Oh my goodness. That was actually really cool. It ends up still being a sack. But that was cool. Fumbled it, bounces into his arms, and he takes off running with it some more. Still got the loss, but that was actually cool. I've never seen that before. So we'll do this. We'll count how many sacks we have with it now clicking in, right? Shout out to all 33 of you in here hanging out with me as we test Madden sliders. If you guys could do me a favor, like the video. It helps me out. I'd like to get a goal. We've crushed it the last 2 times I've done it, and I've asked if we get to 30 likes, that'd be amazing. It really helps me out. And all you have to do is just press that button one little time. Thumbs up. So we're going to see how many sacks we get now that Jaden Daniels is playing more how we thought he was going to play. So far we're at 1, and we're going to... I didn't want to say too early, so say 1 going into halftime, as long as we didn't get a sack right there. Playing now, though. I will say that. I like how he's playing. Alright, well, let's get into the second half. Oh, come on. This is just asking for an extra sack. Just take a knee. Take a knee, please. Or hand it off. Thank you. No extra sacks. No. No, don't snap it. Okay, let's take a look here. We didn't do this last time. Let's do this now. So they have 19 passes and 12 rush attempts. Now, I know some of those rush attempts are him scrambling. He's 10 for 12 for 138, so completion percentage is definitely high. But Brian Robinson has 8 carries. Eckler has 1. So 9 carries to their backs in the first half. I'll take that. I don't know about you, but I'll take that. And 4.3 yards per carry, I'll take that. Let's see how it plays out in the second half. Like I said, I don't like another game of high completion percentage. We tweaked the cornerback subs a little bit. Does not seem to have made an impact on their completion percentages to this point. But we have a whole second half. We've seen quarterbacks start games off 10 for 12. Why am I... Oh, because I stopped it. I'm an idiot. I was like, why am I... Oh, no. We made kick... Why... If I'm on defense, why am I returning a kick? If I'm on defense only. Anyway, we've seen quarterbacks start 10 for 12, 11 for 11, 10 for 10, 9 for 10, right? And then they just cool down eventually. So... we will see how it plays out. But I would like to see some more throws into contested coverage. You were at 4. I'll try 45 next, bro. That's going to count as a sack, even though he just instantly took off and ran. We'll try 45 next, because I tried 40 the first one, then I went 35. And it's supposed to impact their sense of pressure. But maybe it's just too much. And that could very well be. So that's the only change we'll try. next game. Because we'll switch that up to 45. And I'll set my cornerbacks exactly the same as what we've been having before. I'm a little different right now, just trying to see if it opened things up. But I'll just try what you've been on because you haven't been seeing that kind of completion percentages. We'll definitely give it a try. Alright, y'all. 3 of y'all liked it since I asked you to, but we got 30 in here. Please like that video so we can give the sliders out. I give them out if we hit 30. 30 likes, I'll give out the sliders wherever we end the stream at with whatever changes we're making. I'll give them out. We got to hit 30 likes, though. Ooh, nice play action into coverage. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I will say, I am running fairly generic defense. I'm not running a lot of shells. But they have a really boring defensive playbook. They don't have a lot to it. Not any... There's just not much to it, man. Even when you go in here, even in like... Well, let's go to the dime, 2-3. They just don't have a lot of 24 plays of the dime. I guess that's a decent amount, but their nickel doesn't have a lot. Eckler's in, I like that. Pass breakup. There we go. Maybe this is gonna... Maybe it's gonna even out a little bit. They are in the dime again. I don't want to blitz. I want to play coverage. There we go, Isaiah Simmons. That's what you're there for. A blitz. 3rd and 4. We got a blitz here, yeah? Protect the sticks. That's what we like to see, man. So you think of 2nd and 10, and they ran it for 6, and then they had 3rd and 4, they ran it again. Hey, we like that. We'll take that, man. I like that. That was an RPO. I like that. Navigate it. All right. Got away from it. I like it. Glitching. Dang it. Thank you, Jordan. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna change up the Lightstream DNS. I've been using Toronto because it says it's the fastest server, but my upload speeds on my PlayStation when I am connected to their server, my download speeds are still really fast, but my upload speeds are like 5 or 6 megabytes a second for whatever reason, and I'm thinking that's why we're having this is uploading. Good run, play call. Put me in the dime, dude. They spread me out and ran it right down our throat. We're going to blitz. We got to start blitzing. It's a designed run. I say that because I don't want to see any more sacks. Too much scoring, you feel like? I mean, if we're being honest here, like, let's just have a talk, Jordan. The Bucks just beat the Giants 30 to whatever, right? And the Bucks didn't really try in the whole fourth quarter because they were up by so much. The Packers just beat the 49ers 38 to 10. They didn't happen this week, but the freaking Detroit Lions been hanging 40 on everybody. Holding, coming back. Crazy, what are you saying? If your quarterback is balanced, slider change to scrambling? Yes. If the quarterback is a balanced play type, I've been changing it to scrambling to help them take off. But yeah, Jordan, I mean, you want to talk scoring too. The Chiefs beat the Panthers 30-27 in overtime. That's a lot of points. Get rid of it. God dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. We got to change the roughing the passer. We'll raise it back up. And I mean, they're scoring these points on me trying to stop them. I mean, that, like, every team who plays scores at least 4 touchdowns on you. So, well, on these new settings, this is our second game. And I am playing as the Giants. Anyone want to Google how many points the Giants defense is giving up this year? I think you definitely hold teams to 21. So let's go to... So the Giants lost week 1, 28-6. They lost this game against the Commanders, 21-18. Let's see here. Then they actually played well defensively for a little while, but we're on updated rosters, right? And they gave up, let's see here. I mean, they gave up 28 to the Eagles. They gave up 26 to the Steelers, 27 to the Commanders, 20 to the Panthers, 30 to the Buccaneers. I mean, they've been giving up high 20s all season. The other thing you have to keep in mind, too, and I don't know, I'm doing just defense only. But if I was playing offense, their time of possession would most likely be not as much as it is right now, because I would most likely have the ball longer than it does in Super Sim. You know what I mean? He fake pitched it. I've never seen that before. That was really cool. I've before. That was super cool. Yeah, I mean, and so Jordan, right now the main thing I'm focusing on is the CPU having a decent run pass ratio? That's number one. Number two, if they are running the football, are they actually able to run the football, right? We had a stream the other day where I played the Cowboys, and I don't remember who the other team was. Cowboys and Panthers. And they were trying to run the ball, but they just couldn't. They were having, I mean, they ended up finishing it with like 3 yards a carry. And when a team tries to run the ball, but they only have like 3 yards a carry, their offense is going to suffer. Like, it's going to be easy. You know what I mean? So we want them to be able to run the ball a little bit more. And then it actually adds the threat of them running. Because if you think, it was like, so when I played those games, I knew, okay, they're running the ball. I know they're running the ball, but I know that they're only getting 1 or 2 yards off of it. Take care, Ron. So I'm not really worried about it. I can still play against the pass. Now it's like, oh, I know they're going to, at any time, run and get 4, 5 yards, like Austin Eckler just did right there, 4-yard carry. So now it's like when I'm in here, 2nd and 6, now we know they're passing, right, because of the formation. But from the possession before this, on 2nd and 10, they ran the ball for 6 yards. So now it's not just, oh, they're going to run the ball and I get an easy stop. No, it's they're going to run the ball, and I got to make sure I got to make sure I'm prepared to stop it. And here's 3rd and inches. They're going to pass it on this 3rd and inches. He's going to take off and run. Why is Marcus Mariota in the game? I just noticed that. Did we hurt Jaden Daniels? Nope, he's back now. Okay. Must have been just a package from Marcus Mariota. That's pretty cool if that's the case. So here they run it. First down. They got 11 yards. So it's not just I can just drop this cover 3 and think nobody in the ball for 1. No, now I know that in settings they're going to run the ball for. And they just bounced it outside. Got a big run. 18 for 81, Brian Robinson is. And we know Eckler's got a couple carries. We know Jaden Daniels has a couple design carries. So they're well over 20 attempts. And the success is there. So now all we have left, glitching. Damn it, light stream. I'm gonna switch light stream servers next time I stream. They do run the ball very well. You aren't lying. But it's not just them running the football, like calling the plays. It's actually them successfully doing it. Good defensive stop. Yeah, I like that too. Like they have the coaching adjustment in to protect ball. You know, I really like that. You can see them, and you can see when they go for strips and stuff. Like they change the coaching adjustment to try to strip the ball and get a turnover. I love that they're going for this. 4th and inches. They're up by 12. Why kick a field goal? Just pick it up, and then they're going to kneel it out. I absolutely love that. Or we stopped them. Either way, they must have got a turnover. And they must have got like an interception or a fumble there. That's crazy. So again, 80% completion. Don't like that. So we definitely need to do something for the completion percentage. But I will say this. They ran it 34 times. They passed it 21. Obviously, we know the completion percentage. We'll work on something for that. Everything else ended up being pretty good. So here's the thing, Big Papa. Before this game, the only thing we changed was the roughing the passer. And you felt like it, like I said, it felt like a quarter for it to kick in. But I will say this. What do we have? We had 4 sacks right away, and we only had 2. Or did we have 3 sacks in the first quarter, and then it kicked in, we only had 3 the rest of the game? But I don't touch either of those, 6-ball. They're both at default 50. And I'm not touching either of them. Don't have to. There's other ways. Let's go to total tackles here. So Isaiah Simmons led the tackles. I don't like that Deonte Banks is there. But when they're constantly busting those second-level runs, kind of makes sense. All right, so we're going to try. We did see better. God dang it. Yo, what's up inside the squared circle with... Bro, I gotta figure out what to call you. I can't be... That's like eight words inside the squared circle with king. That's 7 words. I gotta think of something shorter to call you. We're gonna advance a week. We're gonna go to the Browns real quick. We're gonna figure out what we could try to do for pass coverage. So Judah, alright, that works. That works. So, alright, we're going to try this. We're going to be less aggressive with this. We'll put it on 45. So, tried it straight up at 40. 4 sacks were really good. 2 were really bad. We ended up with 6. The 2 really bad ones bugged me, and that's why I dropped it to 35. The first quarter, it felt like it was really, really bad, and then it's like a switch kicked in, and we only sacked him 3 times. Those 3 sacks in 3 quarters lined up very similar to how we were sacking Sam Darnold for the first, we had 2 sacks at half. We had 4 in the second half, right? So we are going to go 45 here. Now the other thing is pass coverage. So this is where I don't, Big Papa said he was at this and he was getting realistic completion percentage. Technically at 30, well, that makes sense though. But the issue was I want him to throw the ball a little bit further down the field, right, instead of just check down. So the reason I was going like here was to try to loosen up the coverage a little bit for more deep throws. I didn't want to have sacks because of coverage. We'll leave cornerbacks where they're at here. But I kind of want to tone down the aggression and then increase their discipline though. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it right here. Big Papa's been having good... He's been testing. He's been having good completion percentage. Is, I believe, for the most part, if he's still here with this setting. So we'll just let it buck. We'll just let it ride. We'll see how it goes. Let's go take a look at Jameis Winston and see what we need to edit for him. It's really it, y'all. If we can figure out the completion percentages, and then obviously Deshaun Watson's already 28. Wow. Figure out the sacks. Have him play like Sam Darnold in the first half, and Jaden Daniels the final 3 quarters. We're in a great spot, and we're ready. That's all it is, man. That's all that's left. Throw a ball away. Yes. We're going to change him to scrambling. For testing purposes, I want to leave him unbalanced. For testing purposes, we're going to leave him unbalanced. and I want to compare. So Sam Darnold was unbalanced, and he was really good to the second half as far as avoiding the sacks. Jaden Daniels was on scrambling, and he was really bad the first quarter, and then he was really good. But even then, he scrambled himself into one sack. All right. Let's fire up this game, y'all. What do we think? Are the Browns going to run the ball? We've had 2 straight games of teams running the football effectively. The biggest issue, sacks, quarterback percentages. That's it. That's all we have left to tweak, man. We're in the home stretch. And as Jordan pointed out, well, it feels like the scoring's a little bit high. Okay, well, we toned down the completion percentages a little bit. There we go. That'll have an impact on how many points they score. Yo, y'all, we're only 9 likes away. We're only 9 away from hitting 30 for the slider reveal. Oh, yeah, Big Papa, that's good, man. Yeah, it's the time of year. It's that time. Decorate it with the kids, man. How many kids you got? Can I make a Canada joke? I was going to say, I'm glad you're allowed to celebrate Christmas because I know you don't got Thanksgiving on Thursday like we do. Yours was back in October, right? Canadian Thanksgiving's in October. And bro, I live 50 miles from Canada, like 60 miles from Canada, so I'm like right there. Running the football. I like it. Oh yeah, 5 likes away, y'all. Y'all doing Lord's work, liking the video for me, man. I really appreciate it. And I really am feeling so optimistic, y'all. The fact that it's just sacks. There we go. Hit is he. Okay. Hit is he through. Just sacks and just completion percentage. As a Jordan, you're from Canada too, man. Where at? Deep ball. Love that. Sim FB, my guy, bro. Yes, we're new. We are testing strip. I'll get you caught up, my guy. We are testing on defense only, just to see if we can get the quarterback or the CPU to run the football. This is our 3rd game. We want them to not only run the ball, but run the ball successfully. Against the Giants, what was it? They ran the ball 20 times between Cam Akers. We are the Giants. Against the Vikings, Cam Akers and Aaron Jones ran the ball 20 times, and they averaged, what did they average, chat? Like 4.5 yards a carry. Very effective. We just played the Commanders, and as a team, they ran it 34 times, and they averaged 5 yards a carry. And Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler were both animals. So 2 straight games, they've been running the football. This is our 3rd game to see if they not only just run the ball, but run the ball effectively. The only 2 issues we had in both there they go, run the football. I like it. The only 2 issues, yeah, man, it's been great. Running it down our throats, man. Like against the Vikings, I was like, oh my goodness, y'all. I literally have to stack up again. I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want the Vikings to throw the ball to Justin Jefferson because I can't stop the run. Like, could not stop it, man. It was crazy. There's a deep shot. I love it. There we go. There we go. Getting the quarterback play on point. The only issues we've had been the bad sacks, right? And I know you know what I'm talking about. Where the CPU quarterback has a chance to get rid of the ball, but does not. and takes a really bad sack. Or they like wait till it's too late and then they try to scramble and they run into a sack. So we had 6 sacks against the Vikings. We only had 2 in the first half, and then there was honestly 4 of the sacks against Sam Darnold were like really good. They made sense, no issues with it. Then we had 2 that were really, really bad. Made a couple changes, played against the Commanders, Jaden Daniels. The first quarter, he took 3 really bad sacks. And then it was like, and then second quarter came, and it was like a switch. He completely changed, played like a completely different player. We only sacked him 3 times the rest of the game. One of them was him just trying to scramble, make a play, and we caught him. Those all-pro games were hard. It didn't look like it based on the score you sent me. But if they run like this, on you on 2nd and 8, Sim, oh man, they'll definitely be hard. 2nd and 8, I was not expecting them to run the ball right there. And Chubb, hold on, Chubb's stiff. Chubb's going for the scepter, man. He's trying to get an angry run award. Look at this. Right off tackle. I think we have him here. And he says, "Get off of me." What have your reaction pass coach Slider said? I'm on 50, bro. I haven't touched him. Dang, Chubb is gashing us. He's 5 for 20 so far. So Chubb's got 5 carries in the first quarter. I mean, so we're 3 games in. I definitely feel, I'm starting to feel confident we got them running the ball. Oh, Michael's at in 6 ball what he has him at. My bad. I didn't see that comment. Oh, another run? Whew. Whew. So now I literally have to stack up to stop the run. That's where he's going to hit me with the pass. Get rid of it. Oh, we got a sack. Had a free runner. I'm okay with those sacks. Those sacks I'm okay with because those make sense. Like we ran that mid-blitz 0. He came free. These I am fine with. Look, he's free. I'm okay with that. And he still tried to get rid of it. Bro, can I send you what we're working on before you play? Are you playing a game tonight? Are you playing one soon? Can I send you what we have so you can try it out? Do I have time to do that? Oh my. Okay, Chubb. Bro, Chubb is looking like he did before his injury, man. I will literally pause and send you what we got. Throw it away. I like it. Alright, I'll send it to you, man. I'll write it up. You're going to want to, bro. Look at how... So did you see Jameis Winston's deep ball touchdown? I don't know how long you've been here, but you've been here long enough to see them running the football and running it down our throats. But we got a coverage stop. And so I will say this, Sim, the one thing I don't know is I'm just testing to get the CPU right? Because the main thing is like, the way I view it, okay, if I can get the CPU playing right, the users should be pretty good. So the one thing I don't know, though, when I play defense only like this as I'm testing, is I know that their running game got him. And I'm fine with that one, too, because that's not a bad sack. That's a pressure sack. But what I was going to say, if the CPU's running the ball this well, is the user going to be, like, OP? You know? That's the one thing I don't know. And I know you like to run the ball. Oh, my God. I thought he was gone. Yo, Aiden, are you on the new College Bowl 25 sliders that released, like, on the 16th, I think it was? So 10 days ago. We're in the new set, and look, we got Nick Chubb just running all over us, bro. Michael, the new sliders in college football are probably the best slider work I've ever done. Yeah, I hope it's not too easy too. Let's do. What we'll do here is in the second half, I will switch and I'll play on offense and I'll run the ball a little bit and see how it feels. Because running feels good. I haven't felt the need to touch running. We're 3 straight games in. Consistently, the CPU's running the football. They're running the ball successfully. I mean, he's got 9 for 86. All we're working on now is quarterback completion percentage and sacks. Reduce the sacks. Reduce the quarterback completion percentage. He's got 10 for 91. But, I mean, Saquon did just run for 250, so we're within the realm of possibilities. Oh my God! I thought we were gonna stop on the backfield. He just plowed through us, bro. Timeout. We're going to instant replay. I thought I had him. I was like, there we go. We finally stopped Chubb at the line of scrimmage, and he heard me and said, "No, watch me run through that weak tackle." On the way to the end zone. You're in year 2046. My goodness. I want to take a look at the stats real quick. Jameis is 6 for 8. He's only thrown it 8 times. They've ran it more than they've thrown it. So, we're going to play offense this possession here. Yeah, Aiden, that's what I recommend too. You can grab sliders, and then if they're too easy on All-American, you can switch them straight to Heisman. Or he dropped the updated Heisman set. He builds specifically. He uses my same but builds it specifically on Heisman, whereas I do not. I built it specifically for AA. Alright, now we're going to see if running the ball is too easy for the user. But considering they're averaging 9 yards a carry, a little bit of leeway here. There we go. That did not look like it was going to be a very good run to start. We were able to bounce outside. Oh, no, you're fine, bro. I understood what you meant. Okay. We're going to try to pick this up. I want to get a couple more runs. No, Aiden, I understood what you meant, bro. And I even say in the video that you can switch them straight to Heisman, or JJ would have a set. Oh, my. I mean, I know I was just trying to run the ball a little bit. But okay, then. I had 3 rushes for 4 yards. We'll do another possession here. Yeah, I'll get you, Sim. After this game, I'll get you. Because I don't know if I'm going to make a change or two or not, but I'll send it over to you. All right. monitor quarterback completion percentages as well as sacks. We have 2 sacks on Winston so far. I've been okay with both of them. Oh my goodness. They just sealed the edge. Bro, Chubb's going for the record on us, y'all. Chubb's going for the record. The run block slider is at 50, you guys. Have not touched the run block slider. Abilities are turned off too. The gameplay is better. I started the season off with abilities turned on. I was trying to make it work. They're just too janky. They're too arcade-ish. Unfortunately, they're too arcade-ish. I think it's a really good idea. Oh my goodness. Really good idea, but not implemented with a sim style in mind. Aiden, I used to do sliders for the show. I stopped when the show decided they didn't want to give franchise mode any love. I didn't get MLB The Show 24 this year. So I did sliders for the show 20, 21, 22, and 23. Did not do it. I think I did 19 too. I don't remember. I didn't get 24. They didn't do anything for me to warrant the purchase of the game, in my opinion. Which sports game is my favorite to play? When I have it... Oh, I called the wrong play. Shoot. When I have things right, like when I have it playing right, like with a good slider set. It's Madden. And don't get me wrong, I love Culture 25. And I am addicted to that gameplay right now. I only stopped to build the slider set here, and as soon as I'm finished here, I'm going to be... But for me, I have more of an attack. I'm more of a fan. I'm a fan of football, but I don't have a favorite team in college football. You won't catch me sitting down needing to watch college football games every single Saturday. NFL is a different story, man. I'm a diehard NFL fan. So for me, I love NFL. The franchise mode in Madden is better than Dynasty mode in Culture 25 for the simple fact that mode in Culture 25, although has a lot of really cool features that I really appreciate, they did not test. They didn't bother testing the progression and regression. And so after 2 years, man, players, like the player overalls just skyrocket. I did a couple videos on it at the start of the year. Somehow Angry Joe saw him and even featured him in his review of the game, which I thought was really, really cool. So for me, having a game that I can play 5-6 years and have really good balance, Madden gives me that. Madden's player progression regression system with the XP sliders works way better than Culture 25's. And so for me, that's why I like Madden more. I think the gameplay is really good in Madden too if you get good sliders. But it's the longevity aspect. If Culture 25 paid attention and tested their player progression regression and realized that in 4 years, with all the player regression slider or player progression sliders at 0, the amount of players rated 80 to 89 overall would double. Oh my god. Inflating the entire player base. You know, if they fixed that, then I'd probably say Culture 25 because they have more features. I love the recruiting. I love that you have coaches with, you can that have coaching profiles to them, right? If they're aggressive, balanced, or conservative on offense, aggressive, balanced, conservative on defense, you have a meter for it, right? You have the adaptive AI stuff. You have a lot more. You have the transfer portal. You have the scouting, the recruiting, not the scouting, but the recruiting. You just have so many more in-depth things in that game. But that player progression, man, ruins it for me. So I'll say right now, I'll say Madden. Probably not on the show, bro. There's two reasons why. The main reason is I have no faith in them to do anything franchise related to make me be like, oh wow, this is worth it, right? That's number one. Number two, as I've continued to and again, my channel's still very, very small. I am so grateful that I have 15,000 subs, but in the overall scheme of things, I'm still a very small channel, right? So I have to, there's a deep shot, I love it. Swat it away, thank you. I have to look at, and I spend a lot of time on my analytics, right? Because that's how I want to grow my channel. I look at where my views come from. And not only where my views come from, but what videos cause people to click that subscribe button on my page. And as my channel was very small, I mean, I hit 1,000 subscribers during COVID. Like April, May of 2020 is when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and that's when MLB The Show was out and I was making content for it, right? So just keep that in mind. When I dropped sliders for the show 20, that video did very, very well views-wise. Part of it was obviously because of the pandemic. MLB The Show 21 did pretty well views-wise. And then 22 did less than 21. Even though I had more subscribers on my channel, 22 did less than 21. And then 23 did less than 22. Again, even though I had more subscribers on my channel. So I started looking at the analytics. I look at the views of my MLB The Show content. And I look at the subscribers gained. And I look at how much time I'm putting into it, where I could be putting it into other content, right? And it comes down to it basically breaks down to it's not worth it for me to spend $70 on a game that, based on the time that I put into it, and then you look at the amount of viewership and subscribers I gain from it, it doesn't financially make sense for me. Where I can drop Madden videos and now College Football 25 videos at any point in time that'll outpace any viewership numbers that I do for MLB The Show. And the thing is crazy is that is now the same for 2K. 2K used to be what drives my channel. We talked about this last night on my members only stream. We had a members only stream for 2K25 last night, and we were talking about it. And I was basically going over the analytics, how 2K used to be what drove my channel, and I was always excited for 2K to come out because it's like, all right, I'm going to gain a ton of subscribers, I'm going to get a ton of views. This is my channel's time to shine, you know, September, October, November, December, all because of 2K. And it's like, last year, my Madden content, and I mean, Madden was always my secondary, right? 2K was always my prize of some of the people that are much bigger than me that use my 2K content that promote it, like Pee Wee the Plug, right? That's always driven views to my channel. But even with him using it and promoting my stuff, Madden still leapfrogged it last year, skyrocketed past it. And then you look at this year for 2K. Madden came out 2 weeks before 2K, right? I have dropped all my 2K content. I mean, I dropped the rotation video, I dropped the slider video, I dropped the My NBA Reborn scenario, I partnered back up with Celtic, worked on all that stuff, the contract sliders, I mean, you know, everything put together, put out. So my big heavy hitter videos for 2K have already been released. Madden came out 2 weeks before 2K. So Madden has a 2 week advance. I've been creating content for 2 weeks more than 2K. 2K25, I've got a total of 36,000 views on my content. Madden, I'm at 100,000 views. It's only got 2 weeks more time of me making content. So Madden is pulling way more views for me than 2K. And then College Football 25, College Football 25, bro. That's been a godsend, man. That is, and that's what I'm saying. I'm so happy with where I got the sliders there too, because I can get back and stream and play that game, because people are really enjoying my content there too. I'm just really trying to nail these sliders for Madden so we can have two really good playing football games. 2K is playing great right now. Everything about 2K is in a good spot, but nobody cares. Nobody tunes in. I live stream 2K, nobody watches. I live stream Madden, I live stream college football. I'll pull 40, 50 viewers. You know? My favorite NBA team, bro, I don't really have one anymore. So growing up, I'm from North Dakota, in case you guys didn't know. And the town that I'm from is where Phil Jackson grew up and played high school basketball, won a state championship there, right? The basketball arena in town was called the Phil Jackson Field House, and so growing up, I was obviously a fan of the Bulls because he coached, and then when he went to the Lakers, I was a fan because of Phil Jackson, right? It was straight up because of Phil that I liked the Bulls and the Lakers. Obviously, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were great, great reasons to like them too. But he would come back and he really cool Bulls gear and stuff. Time out. You're from Williston? I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you. What's your name, bro? What's your name? I don't even believe you. Six ball full. I don't believe you. I mean, I'm impressed you know Coyotes and Tetons, but I do not believe you're from Williston. Ain't no way. Because anybody who watches my stream from Williston is like a personal friend. When did you go to Williston State? What years? Pick it off. Someone's on Wikipedia right now. Google. I know Hunter personally. Someone's on Wikipedia just Googling Will, just dropping facts. So when you said you played basketball with Hunter, you would mean for Hunter, correct? 07 to 09, you played baseball at Wilson State? Time out. Webster was... Dude, I'm 36 years old. Webster was gone before I was even old enough to go there. So I'm really confused how you know this unless you're just Googling a bunch of stuff. If you played baseball at Wilson State in 2007, you played with my childhood best friend. Who went on to play at North Dakota State. Well, you just dropped 07 to 09, you played baseball. But Hunter played in the late 90s, bro. So that makes no sense. I'm so confused. Hunter graduated in... He played in the state tournament in 96. So I'm confused. Time out. I'm confused, bro. If you played college basketball with Hunter at Wilson State, how did you play baseball in 07? I don't know who Andy is. Andy who? You were 28 playing baseball? Okay. So, you played with a pitcher. You played 2 years at Wilson State, and you went and played at North Dakota State. Oh, that's a glitch. Who are your pitchers? 06, 07. Nope. Andy Rogers did not go play at NDSU. Holy shit, you know Mikhail. Yeah, dude, Mikhail is my best friend from childhood. I was the groomsman in his wedding. Holy shit, you are from Williston. There's no way you would know about Mikhail otherwise. Holy crap. What? What's your name? Time out. What's your name? This is unreal to me. I mean, unless you are Googling the Teton roster right now. I mean, you would have time to have done that. Andy Rogers went and played wide receiver at South Dakota State. I didn't even know he played football. All right, timeout. If you're really from Williston, you'll know this. What was the best pizza joint? Best pizza joint. Doesn't exist anymore. You'll only know that if you're actually from there. And you won't be able to Google that. So that's why I say, because I mean, technically you could have Googled all this, right? You could have just Googled Wilson State Teton baseball, 06, 07 roster, and threw out names of guys who are pitchers, technically, right? So, if you were really there, damn. Kitty corner from the rec center. Yeah, bro, that was Weeby Pizza, man. That's been shut down for 15 years. So, alright, I believe you, dude. Holy hell, what's your name, though? This is crazy. Like, hold on. I've been friends with Mikhail since first grade. Like I said, I was in his wedding. And I knew who Andy Rogers was too. We did not get along. I played in the Babe Ruth World Series with Mikhail in 03. You gotta tell me your name, though, dude. I was literally about to call him right now and be like, yo. but I can't call him unless I know who I'm talking about. I don't live in Williston anymore, but when I did, I'd play City League basketball, and we had Hunter on our team one time. That was fun. Ooh. You gotta throw a name at me, guy. Yo, what's good, Games? What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. No, I forgot I was playing offense. I'm supposed to be checking out their run defense, and here I am not even paying attention because I'm so caught up with the fact that someone from my hometown is in my YouTube chat. They called you that back then? Right now. Dude, Aiden, crazy small world. Like, and that's crazy. The only thing that made me believe it is like, because he could have easily, like I said, Phil Jackson. Like, you Google Phil Jackson, it comes up where he played high school basketball, right? And I mentioned he won there. So you could anyone could Google that and just be like, oh, Williston. And you could just instantly Google Williston, right? And all the information he was giving me could easily be found on the internet. But when I said the best pizza joint, and he knew exactly where it was, and this place has been shut down since like 2010. There's no way he would have known. You can't Google that. You can't Google best pizza place in Wilson, North Dakota from over a decade ago. You know what I mean? You just can't. So the fact he knew that is what... Yeah, I knew he had a cabin out there. That's crazy. You're out in No, are you out in Kalispell then? Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. I believe you when you knew the pizza joint, dude. That's the one. Oh, he had him. Dude, I worked at the rec center. 2013, I worked at the rec center. Even into when they built the new one. I lived right around the corner from the rec center. Live in Kalispell? Nice. That's pretty dope. Gorgeous area, I've heard. I've never been there. Oh! So I will say this, y'all. I've been distracted in this conversation, so I do apologize. Appreciate y'all hanging through. The biggest reason I started switching from defense only to user was to see, okay, we have the CPU in a really good spot, running the ball, but was the user going to be overpowered? And it doesn't feel that way. I mean, I'm not the greatest at running the football. Don't get me wrong. I know there's people that are freaks on the sticks and are probably going to find a way to make this be too easy for them. But, I mean, right there, I don't know what else I could have done. Let's see here. I was actually in Wilson for work today. That's crazy. Oh no. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Oh, good D. Man, I definitely... Yeah, Weeby Pizza. I mean, I did say it, to be fair, but it's hilarious that it just came to you. Yeah, so funny story. Another one of my good friends, his aunt and uncle were the ones who started it, and then they sold it, and the people that sold it decided to make all these changes, and it ran into the ground, and then ultimately closed. And him and I have joked for years, half jokingly, about he knows all the recipes. I mean, he used to work there. It's his family's. Like, we should bring it back. You know, we were always just joking about it. That's still, that pizza is still iconic to me. The Dodgers got Blake Snell too. Did they really just need to go and add more to a championship roster? Did they really need to do that? Let's just buy titles, huh? That's what's so hard for me to really get into baseball. I mean, when I moved to Colorado, I became a fan of the Rockies, and it was a great spot. It was really good. It's unfortunate it doesn't exist anymore. And what's crazy is Williston's grown so much that there's more people living there now that don't know what Weeby is and do that even if it came back, I'm not sure it would have the same, you know, it'd hit the same. I think it would still do very, very well. I'm okay with that sack too. And you know what? The sacks have cleaned up. That's only our third one. Yeah, they need to do something in baseball, bro. I mean, they really do. But I don't know how you implement a salary cap now when you have all these contracts that exist. But a salary floor is one, but then how do you... I think the only way they could implement a salary cap is if they'd have to do an expansion. They have 30 teams, expand to 30. Like you can mark players safe and then others go, and it allows teams to get out of salary potentially for the other teams to get to take these players in the draft lottery. They got to do something. Dude, atmosphere in England looks like it'd be crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yo, 29 of you in the chat. Thank you. We hit our goal of 30 likes. Can we get to 40 though? That would be insane. That'd be insane if we got to 40. Oh, there we go. Yo, I'm gonna say this right now. These are feeling pretty. What's the one thing I haven't paid attention to, and I might just say, hey, these are pretty good. Oh, look at his completion percentage, y'all. So not only did we have 2 sacks in the first, we've only had 1 the rest of the game, all the sacks have been fine. There hasn't been a single one of those bad sacks yet. And then look at the rushing. Even with me taking a couple snaps, I mean, look at... Yo. This is looking really good. It's one game for the quarterback play. But this is the 3rd straight game with the running for the CPU. So we know... No, Aiden, that would have pissed me the hell off, man. That would have pissed me off. Believe me, and that's why I don't release stuff. If I just because I have one, like this right here, this is playing great. This is about as good as you could ask a Madden game to play. But it happened one time, and I'm playing as the Giants, right? So I'm not going to release these as official. I'll definitely put these out and be like, hey, y'all, test these and give me feedback. But Big Papa, yo, man, yeah, I switched to what you were saying, and this is looking really good. Nope. Oof. I want to try to fade him into the end zone and couldn't. As badly as I want to jump the bullet on this, we're going to get more feedback on the quarterback play. And also verify that running's been going to stay good. I mean, it looks like it's going to. I know Big Papa's been testing all day, and the running's been good with him. So, who dropped the Aiden dropped the Blake Snell stat, right? I got two really good buddies of mine who are big baseball fans. One's a diehard Braves fan. The other one's a diehard Dodgers fan. And we're in a group chat for when we play GTA Online together. And the Braves fan just texted, he goes, I'm not going to say it on stream, demonetization, whatever. He goes, F the Dodgers. And my Dodgers buddy, oh my God, I just missed it. He goes, what happened? And he just put Blake Snell. And I was like, yeah, how did that happen, man? That's absolutely crazy. Aiden, I haven't tested. I've been on Revamped, as you can see. I haven't tested with the other passing types because I don't like the other passing types. I was on Placement and Power before they added Revamped, but I really like Revamped. I fell in love with Revamped when they brought it to college football. NFL Europe was great. So you could... I think they'll work with Placement and Power. I don't know how well they'll do with Classic, because one way, at least for the CPU, it should be okay, but for the user, the reason I say that is because one of the ways we're able to get Revamped to have a little bit more of those off-target throws is we turn the reticle speed, like the movement to large, and we turn the speed up to 20. That's how we're getting some off-target throws. You can do that on Placement and Power. Placement and Accuracy I wouldn't recommend because you have too much control over it. But if you move all that stuff up, you should be okay. Classic, I don't... You could try it, but I don't know if you're going to have the type of throws. Blitzed them hard. Dude, I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, when I was like 11, 12, 13, I loved watching NFL Europe. This is at 95 speed threshold. I used to be on a 0 speed threshold in Madden the last couple of years, and then I was in Mills' chat one day talking with him, and he was saying, oh my God, what just happened there? Jerry Jeudy just torched somebody. Let's take a look and see what happened. But Mills was telling me, he's an EA creator, like he's in the EA Creator Network, so he talks to devs and stuff like that. And he told me that a dev told him that 95 plays the most realistic. That's just a good play against the defense I called. Because, yeah, I have one safety here. And he's in the play in the middle of the field. They have two guys over here. The safety has to make a decision. If he leaves here, the middle behind number 3 is wide open, so he has to hold it. But then there's no one deep over here. They just called the perfect route concept versus my defense. That's not a perfect play versus the defense that I called. What don't you like about Revamped, Jaden? Just out of curiosity. Nope, I shouldn't have thrown that. Shoot, 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 shoot. Well, and this is one for Jordan. I mean, 27 points. They had 20 in the fourth quarter. Scored on a busted coverage, bad play. But again, if my offense was putting up more than 10 points, this is probably... It's only our fourth sack, and we're about at the end of the game. If we can, if that continues, I will be a happy camper, man. Anyone signed Daniel Jones yet? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders sign him. They just lost Gardner Minshew. Aiden O'Connell's been hurt. The only other option there is Desmond Ridder. I think he's going to go to either the 49ers, I think, would be a team. I could also see... Let's see, who else? Who else do I think could go get him? Those are the main two, I think. Maybe the Jaguars. Mac Jones has looked god-awful. Oh, yeah, Vikings would make sense, too, for this year. Yeah, if Sam Darnold goes down, they're done. And they have a good offensive line. Daniel Jones could play behind that offensive line. Nick Chubb just gave us a 200 piece, y'all. I think Jaguars, too. Mac Jones has looked horrendous. Maybe the Saints, right? Look how effective they are in their packages with Taysom Hill. Imagine Taysom Hill is like 30 years old, dude. Imagine they just swapped out Taysom Hill with Daniel Jones. Geno Smith. Russell Wilson. He excelled before, but he did not excel in Denver. You know what I mean? I'm just comparing to Denver. I'm so happy Baker's doing well too, man. I really like him. Man, Detroit really looks like they're on the path to the Super Bowl. I'm a diehard Packers fan, so it's really hard for me to want to see any other team from the division in the Super Bowl. But I will say this. If it had to be any team in the NFC North, I would be okay with it being the Lions, dude. They haven't won diddly since the NFL became a thing. All their successes before was really the NFL, right? So, nope, threw another pick. The Lions are very, very good, but remember, they were dominating the NFC Championship game last year. And then look what happened, you know? So, I mean, there's definitely a blueprint to beat them. Who beat them this year? I don't even remember. Who beat the Lions this year? And I know it was in crappy weather, but the Packers gave them a good game. And if the Packers didn't have all those turnovers, that's a different game. And the Packers beat them in Detroit last year. But I don't remember who beat the Lions this year. Buccaneers beat them? In week 1? Wow. Oh my, good play, Jimmy Ward. Denzel Ward. Wow. Oh no. Well, that's an icing on the cake. I like it. I like the way these are playing, man. Coverage out here just dicking around a little bit. Man, these feel good. We're gonna drop the slider set after this game, y'all. I don't feel like I need to make any. I don't think I need to make any changes. Week 2, okay. Either way, still surprising. That's right. That's when the Lions didn't look that great. The Lions took them to overtime in week 1, then they lost. And people were like, "What's going on with the Lions?" And then they just went on a tear. Glitching again. Thank you, Big Papa. Yo, everyone give some love to Big Papa. He tested for like 5 hours today on some stuff. They look really good, and then imagine how good they'd be if they still had Aiden Hutchinson. Man, that could have been a lot bigger. Vikings, no. Look. I'm not saying this because I'm a Packers fan. But as good as the Vikings look right now, they are not winning a Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. Now, if their defense was, a step up, if they were a top 5 defensive team, run and pass, okay, Sam Darnold could probably get it done. But they aren't a top 5 defensive team. And I don't trust Sam Darnold playing from behind in the playoffs against high-quality opponents. Ooh. I mean, for example, Minnesota jumped out to a 26-0 lead, I think it was, on Green Bay. Green Bay stormed all the way back. Darnold didn't do diddly. I think he got him 3 points in the second half. Or 7. They scored 7. He didn't do diddly. They adjusted, and he couldn't do diddly. Even when Green Bay was making their crazy run. He's been playing from ahead for most of the season. So I'm really curious how the Vikings play the Lions the second time, the Packers the second time. Who else do they have? They gotta have somebody left that's decent on their schedule. First in takeaways and fourth in scoring defense. But what's their overall defense like yardage wise? I know people put a lot of weight on scoring defense, but when you have a lot of takeaways, it's going to help your scoring defense naturally, right? For example, the 2011 Packers led the league in takeaways, but had a historically bad defense. And look where it got them. they had a 15-1 regular season record and were one and done in the playoffs. So, I mean, you got a lot of takeaways against a lot of not really good teams. And Jordan Love gifted him like three picks. Oh my God, Nick Chubb. So I'm just curious, not top 10 yardage allowed. And I think the yardage allowed is not as important for regular season wins, but in the playoffs, where it becomes a much more nitty-gritty game, I think the yardage allowed becomes more impactful in the playoffs. Yeah, the worst team. They lost to the Giants, but they led the league in takeaways. That defense was stacked coming off a Super Bowl, yet somehow going from a Super Bowl winning season where they were top 5 in defense, didn't lose anyone. The only person they lost was Nick Collins in week 2. He had a career-ending neck injury. Granted, he was a great player, but I can't figure out why losing a safety would make your defense go from top 5 to historically bad. But yeah, they still had Charles Woodson. They had Clay Matthews. They had AJ Hawk. I mean, they had everybody. Hands down, Aiden. Packers win 3 in the next 30. Dude, I'm 36. I have witnessed 2 Super Bowl victories and 3 Super Bowl trips in my lifetime. I'm already, and as far as Super Bowl victories, I'm not even currently making one every 10 years, right? The first one happened in 96. I was 8 years old. The next one happened in 2010. Well, technically, 2011, when I was 23 years old. So I went from 8 to 23, 15-year gap. And then we haven't been back since. So one every 30 years, I mean, if they have 3 of them in a row and then you go 27 years, it's a little bit, I mean, it depends on if they average one every 10 to 14 years or something like that. 8 to 14 years, okay. I would take that. So I'm okay with the Bears winning 3 in the next 10 years. Yeah, man. Why not? Because the way I look at it is like this. Okay, what's worse? Yes, you can hate the Bears, hate the Vikings, hate the Lions, hate your division opponent, right? But when you look at it from a grand viewpoint of things, right? If your favorite team isn't going to win the Super Bowl, doesn't it make sense to fall and win because the division winner was it? Like a team in our division won the Super Bowl. Be like, well, that's the reason we didn't win because we had this Super Bowl team in our division. But if you don't win and the Super Bowl winner continues to come out of another division, it makes it seem like, that's more of an excuse, I think. That's one reason. Look at that's one of the reasons they give Dan Marino. He didn't make it to another Super Bowl because he had the Buffalo Bills. He went 4 straight. And I think they were in the Dolphins were in the AFC Championship game with him a couple times. Bro. They threw it 27, ran it 33. They ran it 33 times for 238 yards. The yards per pass was very realistic. The completion percentage was realistic. Man, this is, again, don't take the score. Take it with a grain of salt. I was testing things. I wasn't really playing the way I would if this was actually my franchise, my team, my game, right? But holy smokes, did that look really, really good. One other thing I want to check out is, I know we only had 4 sacks, pretty sure. Yeah, 4 sacks. All of them were good. There's not a single one of our bad sacks, right? And our middle linebacker had 18 tackles. Our free safety had 10. Strong safety had 8. Strong safety had 7. Our cornerback, the highest up here is Deontay Banks at 5. That's what we want. We don't want the corners always being up here in the high tackles. We want to be the linebackers and the safeties. That looks really good, y'all. Let's get you guys decided down. 40. If anybody is in here, get us to 40. We're about to show off the sliders. We're not making any changes. I'm not going to back out and show you the main menu, the physics-based tackling slider, but I'll tell you right now it's 75. Right now we're playing with 75 physics-based tackling. I'm continuing to monitor that with broken tackles. But we're starting to see more and more broken tackles. I used to think that there shouldn't be a lot of broken tackles in the game, and then I watched Josh Jacobs cause 15 broken tackles against the 49ers on Sunday, and I kind of reevaluated a little bit. So anyway, physics-based tackling is 25. And then we're going to do auto subs first, and then we're going to go do the gameplay sliders. We've had a lot of changes since Saturday, y'all. A lot of changes in the 3 days. You're going to be a little surprised. But I think collectively, it all works together. That's what I think. Boom. Like I said, made some big changes. Dang, Michael, that's harsh. That's harsh. But that's facts. I mean, Green Bay, I can say that too. I mean, Green Bay won a Super Bowl in Dallas Stadium before the Cowboys did. In the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. Alright, y'all got these? Give me 1 second here. I gotta grab... I have to grab one thing here. So make sure you're writing these down, taking a photo, whatever you need to do. I gotta get these in, post these for members as well. So I'm going to update these while we're here. Let's do 100. I'm just putting these in for my members posts too, y'all, so bear with me. I don't have these memorized yet because we made a lot of changes. All right, defense. Here we go. There we go. Had to get that. All right. Hopefully you guys have those. Make sure you hit accept and continue on the bottom left side of your screen. Then we're gonna head on over. Again, these are on all pro. Did I say physics at 25? Sorry. Yes, it should be 75. If I said 25, I'm so sorry, you guys. It used to be at 25. We're at 75 now. Thank you, Big Papa. Physics slider 75. 75. All Pro, please test these on All Pro. Even if you're an All Madden gamer, you want to eventually bump to All Madden, that's fine. But for the feedback, I need you to play with these on All Pro. Remember, these are not finished yet. So if you play on All Madden on an unfinished slider set and give me feedback, you're not helping me out. Alright, so always hit reset, import custom sliders from main menu. If you need to make a change to the physics-based tackling. If you already have it, you should be good to go. The only sliders we're changing for the player are ball security to 75, interceptions to 30. And we're doing the exact same thing for CPU, as you guys can see. Everything else is at default 50. Terran R. Like Terran Rayhawk. Like a chick, right? I think Terran Rayhawk? I don't know. These are the only sliders you're changing for both the player and the CPU. Field goal accuracy and pump power nerfing down to 40. Yeah, I mean, I knew who she. I mean, it was a long time ago. Yeah, knew who she was. Oh, okay. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I knew who she was way back then. I don't know if she'd know if she'd recognize me. I've put on like 60 pounds since back then, dude. I kind of got fat. Not kind of, I did. So my face has gotten fatter, and me in general have gotten fatter because I used to be pretty athletic, played sports and stuff. Yeah, Terran. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Terran. Yep. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Injuries 20, fatigue 65, minimum player speed threshold is at 95. That's funny. Offside 60, false start 65. DPI is at 75 for now. We got a big change here. Big change is roughing the passer. We're dropping down to 45. That's the big one. The first game I played with it on 40, then I tried 35. Big Papa only put it on 45, and maybe we were overdoing it, and he said, drop this down. Or put it back up, and we did. Yeah, dude, that's one of the few people I'm not friends with on Facebook. We have 108 mutual friends. Man, I haven't talked to Terran in a long time. She was around for our World Series stuff. She was like one of our team managers, and she was around a lot. I had to pull up the Facebook. Yeah, I remember Terran. That's crazy. That's blast from the past. Yeah, I would have quit too, man. That's awful. I would have felt so bad. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny. All right, y'all. That is the slider setup. I'd appreciate you guys to play um, and give feedback. Comment on this video. Comment in the Discord. Just let me know if you are seeing. These are the main things we're looking at. CPU's running the ball. They're running the ball and they're having success. Quarterback sacks for the CPU. Quarterback completion percentage. Michael, it's not a dumb question. It's in the main menu. Here, I'll show you. We got it. We showed the settings here. I'll just back out and show you guys main menu. So main menu, you just go down to settings, and you go all the way down here. Here is the physics-based tackle. It's at 75. But I always set these 4 sliders in the main menu so that when I reset and then import into the franchise, these ones come in for me. And then I'm only changing 4 sliders between the player and CPU, right? Then I'm just doing the penalty. So it takes 45 seconds to change the other sliders. So just to do a quick reset, import, boom. So I always set these 4 in the main menu. And especially because you have to come here and set the physics-based tackle slider anyway. So why not just set the other 3? Guess that's how I view it. If we have any other questions before we shut the stream down, now is the time. Now is the time to ask your questions. Yo, Giraffe Man, thank you for subbing up. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a part of the Simgamingnetwork. You won't be disappointed, fam. You won't be. At least I hope not, anyway. Sean, what's your question? Yeah, I see you say gameplay setting. Did you have a question, or were you just helping out Michael there? Texas State uniforms are 1,000 times better. That's who I initially wanted to use for my dynasty. Texas State. They got amazing jerseys. They had a really cool stadium. Texas State. All right. Oh, my game, like the gameplay helpers? Okay. These are my settings. I mean, if you want to see them all, here you go. Um, I do 12 minutes, 20-second runoff. I'm obviously on revamped. I have the lead on large and the reticle speed 20. Helpers, I have them on. I have auto flip defensive play call off, and like 50 or 100 or so. Did you miss them shown when I showed them? I have all these on. I have switch assist on, but I don't use them because we do no use your catching. So I guess I could turn it off, but no, that's fine. That's switch stick. Sorry, I use defensive switch assist for sure. I don't use switch stick, but it's up to you. Appreciate it, Aiden. I look forward to your feedback. I don't know if these were the settings you were wanting shown. I showed all the other sliders already. You took the last few on Snapchat, so you probably can't see them again. Oh, I forgot I'm on the just chatting page. And I was showing off all that stuff. Forgot I switched to just chatting, y'all. My fault. Here you go. If you missed those before, we'll show them again real quick. Here's the gameplay sliders. Ball security and interception 75-30 for both player and CPU. Field goal accuracy and punt accuracy at 40. Penalties have been the same for the last couple days. The big change is intentional grounding is getting dropped down to 45. Sorry, roughing the passer. Wow. I need to go to bed apparently. Jeez. Roughing the passer has been dropped down to 45. Michael, thank you for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate you supporting the stream. I really do, man. I'll tell you right now. What makes live streaming fun is when you get a group of people in and hanging out and talking and making it entertaining. Not only just asking questions, but we got off on conversations about sports teams and going to games in Europe. And apparently someone in my chat found my YouTube channel who's from my same hometown, which, by the way, was only 12,000 people growing up. So the chances of that happening when I only have 15,000 subscribers is just astronomically low. So I think that's super cool. Like, that's what makes streaming really fun and exciting. It makes me want to keep doing it. And so I really mean it when I tell you guys I appreciate you being here. Like, that's just me being sincere, because I've had a lot of streams when I was first trying to get going where I'd have 1 or 2 viewers and nobody was talking, and it's depressing. Here's the auto subs, in case we missed them. Offense, and I'll switch over to defense in about 45 seconds. Okay. Still going to keep it here, Sean. I'm still going to show them just in case anybody else just missed them real quick. And again, that's one way I want to thank you guys, man. Normally, this information I reserve for YouTube members. And they still get their members' posts if they weren't able to make it. We only had, 1 or 2 members in the chat. But so what I decided to do is YouTube members will still have early access to official sliders and settings. But anyone who comes hangs out with me during live streams when I do, as a thank you for supporting the stream. I think that's important. Here's defense. So yeah, for those who can't afford the membership, I totally understand. Times are tough right now, man. But you can support other ways in supporting by hanging out with me on stream and chit-chatting. I love it. All right, y'all. That is where we're at. So unless we have any other questions, I'm going to shut down the stream. And of course, this is the awkward part where there's about a 30-second delay. So I'm going to say if you have any other questions, get them in now. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up. And now I'm just going to sit here and wait for my chat timer to catch up. Because apparently YouTube thinks it needs to have a 30-second delay instead of like a 5 to 10-second delay. But I'm hoping to be back with another stream tomorrow. Yo, Aiden, you have a great night too, man. Everyone have a wonderful night. I have every intention of being back with a stream tomorrow because I got Thursday and Friday off. So unless something crazy happens, I'd like to be back with the stream tomorrow. Definitely please give me guys your feedback of how these play. Definitely key in on those 4 things that we talked about. And play a couple games too. If you can, if you're able to get like 2 or 3 games in to see a broader, to make sure that we can't judge anything off of one game, right? So, yeah, at least 2 or 3 give me a little bit of feedback there. But otherwise, y'all, we're going to shut this down. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we will see you all very soon.